Lindsay Buziak was a 24-year-old real estate agent living in Victoria, British Columbia, who had a promising career and a bright future. Known for her outgoing personality and dedication to her clients, Lindsay was well on her way to becoming one of the most successful real estate agents in the area. But on February 2, 2008, her life was brutally cut short in a shocking murder that remains unsolved to this day. This is the story of a crime so mysterious, so calculated, and so haunting that it continues to baffle investigators and true crime enthusiasts alike. In late January 2008, Lindsay received a call from a woman with a thick foreign accent who expressed interest in purchasing a high-end property in Victoria. The caller claimed she and her husband were relocating to the area and needed to find a home quickly. She insisted on secrecy, saying they wanted to avoid alerting other agents. Although Lindsay found the call suspicious, she agreed to help, seeing it as an opportunity to close a major sale. The client's urgency and willingness to spend over $1 million were enough to overcome her initial hesitations. Still, Lindsay confided in her boyfriend Jason Zalo and others that something about the situation felt off. On February 2, 2008, Lindsay arranged to show the prospective clients a home at 1702 D'Souza Place in the Gordon Head neighborhood, an upscale area of Victoria. She told Jason about the appointment and her lingering unease. Jason offered to accompany her, but Lindsay declined, saying it might appear unprofessional. At approximately 5:30 p.m., witnesses saw Lindsay meeting a couple outside the property, a tall man with dark hair and a blonde woman in a distinctive dress. Lindsay greeted them warmly and led them into the house. Jason and a friend arrived at the property about 10 minutes later, waiting in his car nearby. Jason texted Lindsay at 5:38 p.m. to ask if everything was okay, but she didn't respond. After waiting for some time and growing concerned, Jason approached the front door and found it locked. He attempted to enter through the back but was unsuccessful. Alarmed, he called 911. Shortly after, he found an unlocked door and entered the house. Inside, Jason discovered Lindsay's body in an upstairs bedroom. She had been brutally stabbed over 40 times, but there were no defensive wounds, suggesting she had been caught off guard. The attack was frenzied and overkill, pointing to a personal or deeply motivated killing. The murder weapon was never found, and there was no evidence of sexual assault or robbery. Lindsay's phone and purse were still in the house, ruling out theft as a motive. From the start, investigators believed Lindsay's murder was a targeted attack. The level of planning suggested the killers were meticulous and deliberate. The phone used to contact Lindsay was a prepaid burner phone purchased in Vancouver several months before the murder. It was activated shortly before contacting Lindsay and deactivated immediately after the murder. The phone was untraceable, registered under the name Paulo Rodriguez, which turned out to be fake. The mysterious couple seen entering the house with Lindsay vanished without a trace. Despite witness descriptions and a composite sketch, their identities remain unknown. The investigation into Lindsay's murder uncovered several potential motives and suspects, but none have led to a resolution. One theory is that Lindsay's murder was a professional hit, possibly linked to her knowledge of illegal activities. Some speculate she may have inadvertently learned about a drug operation connected to individuals in her social circle. However, no concrete evidence supports this theory. Lindsay's ex-boyfriend, Matt McDuff, was briefly considered a suspect. The two had ended their relationship amicably, and there was no evidence to suggest Matt had any involvement in her death. Jason Zalo's behavior has also raised questions. Critics have pointed to his presence at the crime scene and his delayed entry into the house. However, Jason has cooperated with police and has never been charged or named a suspect. Some believe Lindsay may have been the victim of a vendetta, possibly orchestrated by someone she knew. However, investigators have found no clear link between Lindsay and her killers. Jeff Buziak, Lindsay's father, has been the most vocal advocate for justice in her case. He has dedicated his life to keeping her memory alive and pressuring authorities to solve the murder. Jeff believes the killers are still at large and that someone in the community knows the truth but is afraid to come forward. Jeff's relentless efforts include maintaining a website, organizing memorial walks, and speaking publicly about Lindsay's case. His determination has kept the spotlight on the investigation, but progress remains slow. The murder of Lindsay Buziak is one of Canada's most perplexing unsolved cases. The calculated nature of the crime, the mysterious couple, and the lack of leads make it a case that has captivated true crime enthusiasts worldwide. More than 15 years later, Lindsay's murder remains a chilling reminder of how quickly a life can be taken, and how some crimes leave more questions than answers. What do you think happened to Lindsay Buziak? Was this a targeted hit, or is there another motive that has yet to be uncovered? Share your theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth true crime stories that will leave you questioning everything.